Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. How are you today? I hope you are in a good and happy situation. Amin. Okay, let me introduce myself first. My name is Hadiqotul Jannah. You can call me Jannah as simple. I'm an English literature student in University of Trunojoyo, Madura. My last student number is 008. And now I'm in second semester. But to be honest, this is my last second semester. In here, I'm going to review one product, which the product is book. And this book is mine, of course. What's the title or what's the book that I'm going to review? Okay, wait. Tada! This is the book that I'm going to review few minutes later. Okay. Before that, let me ask you a little bit questions. Have you ever seen this book before? Or have you ever known about this book before? Or maybe one of you already have this book in your own? Not yet? Not at all of my questions? Okay, that's very okay. Because in here, I'm going to review about this book. Start from the cover until what's the inside of this book. So, as you can see here, the design is so beautiful and it seems like has an interesting meaning. It has blue color mostly, whether in front or behind the cover. The title is Insecurity is my middle name, which the word insecurity is bigger than the phrase my middle name. So, of course, this book is discussed about all about insecurity. Maybe for the first time you see the title, it raised a question, right? Like, what's insecurity is my middle name? What's the meaning of that? So I think it's one way of the writer to make the reader curious about the contents of this book. This is one of the self-healing or self-improvement books, which is classified into a non-fiction book, of course. And the author of this book is Alvi Syahrin, which this book is published by Alvi Publishing a year ago, on May 2022, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, I got this book since a year ago when this book was published, yet I joined the first pre-order of this book. So in here, I'm not only get this book, but also I get some mini unique gift from the author. First, there's a Polaroid bookmark. It's so aesthetic and different with the other bookmarks, right? Then there's some mini stickers quote from the writer. I'm sorry because this part is empty because I already used it. And this is for the detail of the quote. It's so unique and interesting, right? Also, it's useful. And then there's a secret message from the Insecurity. Not only that, here I also get the signature from the author because I was joined the first pre-order of this book. There's my name and then this is the mark or the signature of the author. Actually, this book consists of 264 pages, which in the last pages there's a barcode from the author. We can scanning this to get free wallpaper. It's so interesting and so fun, I guess. Maybe for the first time you see this book, it's a little bit thick for you who never or rarely reading books. But for you who always read books, or for you who has reading as your hobby, it seems like not thick, right? But the author or the writer divided this topic, insecurity topic, into 5 parts. Okay, let's start from the first part of insecurity. This is the primary factor that causes insecurity often or always come to us. It says here unattractive physical. So it seems like the topic or that we'll discuss in here, like why always a good looking person always chosen by someone, but I'm not a good looking person and people around me will love me more when I'm a good looking person. So all about physical appearance that make our insecure is discussed in here. Then insecurity number 2, it comes from a foggy future. It comes from our bad thoughts because in our mind, like, I can do nothing. We insecure about our future because we don't have many privilege in ourselves. Then the third insecurity is about far behind from my friends. It seems like my friend is smarter than me. They are so far in front of me, but I'm still here, do nothing. They are already get many achievements in their age right now, but I'm not, and etc. In the insecurity number 4, it's an impact from all of the factors in number 1 until number 3. So in here, I hate myself. And for the insecurity number 5, it is the solution of how to deal with our insecurity. So yeah, as you can see here, there are a lot of bookmarks because there are many parts I loved and it's really related with myself. So that's why I think it's really match or suitable with yourself too. Okay, what's the benefits that I got so far after I read this book since a year ago? The first thing that is the most benefits that I got after I read this book is I can know how to deal with my insecurity whenever it's coming back from myself to come to myself. In my opinion, maybe the insecurity or our insecurity will never get out from ourselves, from our body, from our mind, or anything else, because in my opinion, it seems like the other part of ourselves to being a human. So that's okay, but at least we have to know how to deal with that situation, how to deal with that position, because we have to self our body, we have to love our body, we have to love ourselves more, because it's very important to our mental health, to our physical, of course, to our body, of course. And then I can say to myself, it's okay not to be perfect, because our God, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, He was create us into different types, into different characteristics. So we are different and we are unique. I never compare myself with the others because we are different. He with himself, she with herself, and me with myself. So that I can get a lot of peace. I can deal with my stress, my insecurity whenever it's coming back to myself, into my mind. Whenever many people, whether it's my friend or my family or anything else, they are in front of me, they are better than me, they are more clever than me, they are smarter than me, that's okay. I just wanted to be myself. I will make little of improvement every day. And also, your value is not depend on the validations from the people around you. So just make the better version of yourself just because of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, not because of the validation of people around you. And if you ask me about the rating of this book, if you ask me what's my rating for this book, I'm so glad to say that my rate for this book, if it is 1 until 5, I'm so glad to say my rate is on 8. Why? Because it's simply to rate the writers, how's the writers tell us about this topic. It's so simple and very understanding. It is a self-improvement books, but the topic or how the writer tell us, it's very simply and it very understanding, easy to understanding. That's why even if the title of this book using English language, but the contents of this book is used Indonesian language. So that's why it's easy to understand. Okay, I think that's enough from me to talk about this book, to give a review about this book. I'm so glad, I'm so happy to hear if this book very help you in order to get to know how to deal with your insecurity. And I hope you can buy this book later by yourself, or maybe you can borrow this from me. It's okay, that's okay. I'm so glad if it's very helpful you. But actually, I hope you have to get this by yourself in your own, because this book being my friend whenever my insecurity is coming back. So that's why you have to get, or you have to have this in your own by yourself. Okay, I think that's enough from me. Thank you so much for your attention and your efforts to watch this video from the start until the end. Thank you so much. And I think that's enough now. And see you next time. See you in my next video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.